On behalf of UGC HRDC, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Aurangabad, online refresher course in emerging trends, issues in information communication technology during the 12th October to 24th of October. Today, I am giving the seminar on the topic non-conventional energy sources. Myself, roll number 11, Dr. Vinayak Pundalikro Deshmukh. I am giving the seminar on the topic non-conventional energy sources. We all know very well that energy can be defined as the capacity or ability to do the work. It plays an important role in our daily life as it is required in every field like industry, transport, communication, sports, defense, household, agriculture, and more. There are plenty of energy sources to get energy. These energy resources can be classified as we all know very well that is one is the conventional and second one is the non-conventional source of energy. First we will see the basic difference between the conventional and non-conventional source of energy. First we will see about conventional source of energy, and in this slide we will see why we prefer or why we are using nowadays non-conventional source of energy. Conventional source of energy are the natural energy resources which are present in the limited quantity and are being used for long time. Okay, they are called as also non-renewable form of energy sources. It can be said that they can't be generated at the speed which can sustain in the consumption rate. Means they are formed from the decaying matter over hundreds of millions of years. These resources have been depleted to a great extent due to their continuous explosion. It is believed that the deposits of the petroleum in our country will be exhausted within few decades and the coal reservoirs can be last for 100 more years. Some common examples of conventional sources of energy include coal, petroleum, natural gas and electricity. Now in other case we will see about the non-conventional source of energy. Non-conventional source of energy are the energy sources which are continuously replenished by natural processes. This cannot be exhausted easily, can be generated continuously, so can be used again and again. For example, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, biomass energy, and geothermal energy, etc. The energy obtained from the non-conventional source of energy are known as non-conventional energy. These sources do not pollute the environment and do not require heavy expenditure. They are called as renewable resources as they can be replaced through natural processes at the rate equal to get or greater than the rate of which they are consumed. Means simply we can say that due to the increasing use of fossil fuels is leading to the shortage, it is estimated that the present rate of consumption continues, the reservoirs of these fuel will get exhausted. Moreover, their use also causes environmental pollution. Therefore, there is a need of using non-conventional source of energy. Recently, we have said that there are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, which are renewable. Now, in this slide, we will see again the difference between the conventional source of energy and the non-conventional source of energy. We can say that conventional source of energy as thermal power are trapped and used abundantly at present, whereas their use are practiced for a long time. Except the hydel power, the source of thermal power, other conventional energy are non-renewable in nature. And as we see that in this slide, we are getting the difference between the conventional and non-conventional source of energy. Now, non-conventional energy is energy that is collected from the multi or non-conventional resources which are naturally replenished on the human time scale. Okay, non-conventional energy technology is playing a vital role in reducing the quantities of, that is quantities of CO2 emission released into the atmosphere, and in doing so controlling a reduction of greenhouse effect. It is clean and has a much smaller impact on the environment in comparison to the conventional source of energy. Now, recently we have seen that there are generally five types of non-conventional source of energy. Which are them? That is solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, ocean energy or tidal energy or wave energy or geothermal energy. These all non-conventional sources of energy are always renewable, ecologically safe and very useful. Now, first we will see about the solar energy. Solar energy is radiant energy or light energy and heat from the sun. Now, when we talk about the solar energy, we can make a comment that we can convert easily the solar energy into the electric energy or the electricity. Again, we can say that, as we know very well, that the advantages of this solar energy. Now, when we discuss about in case of solar energy, here some advantages are given here. Number one, solar energy is pollution free source of energy. Solar energy is an important source of non-conventional energy. Solar energy is eco-friendly source of energy. Solar energy is clean and pollution-free energy. Solar energy can be converted into electrical energy or other forms of energy also. Solar energy is safer than traditional electric current. Secondly, like advantages, there are some disadvantages. The first one is about the cost. The initial cost of purchasing a solar system is fairly high. Second one is the use a lot of space. The more electricity you want to produce, the more solar panels you will need to, because you want to collect as much sunlight as possible. Second one is the wind energy. Now, in case of wind energy, we can say that wind energy is energy associated with the movement of large masses of air. And when we see about the wind energy, we can say that there are the two types of wind energies. One is the horizontal axis wind turbine, and second one is the vertical axis wind turbine. As you all know very well that these wind turbines can be used for the generation of electricity. Now, we will see about the advantages of this wind energy. Wind energy is an important non-conventional energy available with free cost. Wind energy converts wind energy into electric energy. It is a clean and pollution free. Earth receives vast wind energy, cost effective and reliable wind power generates developed. Help supply electric power to remote areas. Also low operating cost. Another one advantage for the wind energy is it is economically competitive. And last one is the ideal choice for the rural and remote areas and areas which lack other energy resources. Like advantages, there are some disadvantages of the wind energy. As we know all very well that wind energy is always a low energy density. Direction of wind change and is never constant or regular. Wind farm requires flat, vacant and free from forest. Now the another very important aspect in case of the non-conventional source of energy is the biomass energy. As we all know very well that in case of biomass energy obtained from biological organisms called as biomass. The biomass or animals feed on plant and plants grow therefore photosynthesis process using this solar energy. Biomass including as energy source trees, sawdust, wood chips, algae and vegetarian from the lakes and oceans. Rural and urban agricultural waste such as rice husk, coconut shell, wheat husk, sugar biogas, etc., which are the burnt on this fire. This is the one of the famous fixed dome type biogas plant in which we are obtaining the energy. Now there are some advantage of this biogas energy. It is almost a non-conventional type of energy. There is a waste reduction. It is reliable. And what are the disadvantages? It is having high cost, space requirement, some adverse experimental. Now another more important aspect in case of that ocean or tidal energy. Tidal energy is the one of the most renewable energy. Means here we can say that seawater keeps on rising or falling alternative twice a day under the influence of gravitational pull of moon and sun. This phenomenon is known as tides. Thus, help of tidal with obtain energy. That energy is known as the tidal energy. It is always a kinetic energy passed by tidal energy is called as the tidal energy. But tidal obtain coastal energy that is known as the sea. Now, next one that is the geothermal energy. It is the heat of earth or thermal energy stored inside the earth called as the geothermal energy. The inner core is hot and molten magma at a temperature more than 800 degrees Celsius. Geothermal gradient is non-uniform. Means here we can say that it is always non-uniform. Means here in this case we have seen the different aspects concerned with that non-conventional sources of energy. And as we can discuss all the types of sources here, we can make some advantages of all non-conventional sources of energy. What are them? Non-conventional energy won't be or they are not run out. Maintenance requirement are lower. They are renewable, save and money. Non-conventional energy has numerous heat and environmental benefits. Renewable energy reliance on foreign energy sources. Higher uplift cost or upload cost. Storage capabilities. Means from all these things we can say that nowadays we can use or we must use, it is our duty to use the non-conventional sources of energy because they are always very useful to human being. Not only to human being, it is always economically safe, ecological safe, pollution free, and it is always eco-friendly part or type of the energy sources. And from this we can say that we should use such type of non-conventional sources of energy to prevent, to sure that our environment is safe, we are safe, our nation is safe. So in this topic we have seen the different aspects concerned with that non-conventional sources of energy which are very useful to all the human beings in our daily life. Thank you very much.